I'm not going to spend time on this. I need to get down to the payoff here. Okay, all of this data is combined with thousands of recorded deeds, easements, leases, and all types of existing property rights. Everything is here. Okay, but the point is, once we've resolved the parcel mosaic and the preliminary route design, the deliverable is going to be initially the... Well, I want to say something about this. Every time we stake a point, clearly, once we've got the right-of-way defined, we've got it purchased, or we've got the rights to it, we have to stake out the pipe. When we stake it out, we not only set it, we also locate it a second time. So you locate the point, you stake it, you locate it a second time, and that location goes into the database. Here's an as-built. We're as-builting, of course, when the trench is open, so that we come along and we collect all of the aspects of the pipe when the trench is open, and that goes into the database. Now, the point is, right here, this cloud is the internet, this is our web GIS. From the very beginning, it was obvious that it's wonderful to have all this information, and it really makes us efficient in terms of stakeout and as-built. We're extremely efficient. But at the end of the day, the real payoff is to roll this into a GIS so that all of this information can be used to manage the asset after it's built. Now, I really want to emphasize this point. One of the things that I see happening in the industry in general is I see this too frequently. This information's collected, even sometimes it's databased, and then frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it's thrown away. I just see no reason for that. There's no reason at all. This needs to roll into the GIS. Part of the reason that this hasn't happened, I have to say, is because the data that was originally collected for stakeout, for as-built, and etc. simply isn't in a format that will easily go into that GIS. We've done it so that it does, and we've built a web-based GIS here. Here's an example. You're zoomed out. You see the parcels. You see the pipe. Here it is again in a closer zoom. These are tool tips that you can get for the particular parcels. Here are some of the attributes of water valves and property corners and etc. In an embedded link, you can go to the document management system and pull up the deed for a particular tract. Proposed easements are here, and you can tooltip those, and you can also pull up the exhibit for that particular easement automatically from the data management system. All of the points collected are here. If you want to know about when a particular property corner was collected, you click on it and there it is. There's the particular property corner. You can have photographs linked. Here we have a photograph of the guy collecting that particular water vault that's collected on the GIS. All underground utilities are here. You have an underground utility you're interested in, there's the tooltip, click on it, and there's the map. And is linked to yet another database, and here is actually the alignment sheet for that particular piece of pipe. Okay, I'm going to say that by the network of servers that we've got, which are populated through our data path, and the GIS provides a living display that's always current, and as-builts are created as linked to the data as well, this can produce a very valuable, accessible digital record of the built utility. And this is a great application. It's very hard to see a pipe when it's under the ground, and there it is. Okay, now please, questions, comments, anything? Yes, sir?
On your real-time control network, what do you do when you're not in this urban or semi-urban area where you do not have an existing real-time control network?
Okay, if I don't have a real-time control network, I've got a couple of options. First option, I can set up my own base station and do RTK. Second option, NGS is working right now on making their continuously operating reference station network real-time. And there are some parts of the country where it's available now. It's going to get ubiquitous. Third thing, it's almost hard to get into a place where you don't have a real-time network, not necessarily close, but available. WAS is a possibility, of course, obviously. But the fallback position for centimeter level positioning would be RTK.
What are you doing in the Haynesville?
At the moment, nothing. But we are hopeful of having this system there too with some of the clients that we've got. We're not there yet. We're not on that site yet. Yes, sir.
When you've got base maps that you started off with from the assessor, then you've gone through and collected points at survey grade. There's obviously discrepancies. How do you resolve that in the presentation of data in your GIS?
The way I do it is, as I said, I take the deeds, which of course are the legal documents, I go around them with the survey grade data, and I resolve them just as you would in any land survey. Okay. There are decisions to be made, and since I'm a licensed surveyor, I can make them. Thank you for those questions. More, please. Are we okay? Two more questions. Two more questions. Yes, sir.
Once you've completed and finished this project of putting the pipeline in, can you still use the database for additional things that are follow-up and type of maintenance?
Absolutely, and so I'm glad you brought that up, because you're absolutely right. The real strength of this is not the static database. The real strength of this is the ability to make changes fast and furious if you have to. That is the key. The updating is the key. If it wasn't for that, this thing really wouldn't be all that useful. The ability to change one thing and have it automatically ripple into everything else is the reason for it. Thank you. Thanks to everyone for this. I appreciate it very much for taking the time.